Welcome to An Apple a Day, a podcast, a resource, a community. Share your experiences and learn from others as we overcome barriers and learn to live a happy, healthy life with a disability. Welcome to the community. Here's your host, Jimmy Apple.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of An Apple a Day. I'm your host, Jimmy Apple. An Apple a Day is brought to you by www.famousapple.com. Famousapple.com is the home site for this podcast, so if you get a minute, go over there, check it out. While you're tripping around the web, make sure you stop by famousapple.com/group. That's our Facebook page for this podcast. It's called Living with a Disability. Go over there, check that out. There's people chatting, people talking, people making friends, people asking questions, people answering questions. So you get a minute, check it out. And while you're tripping around the web still, make sure you stop by famousapple.com/that vegan disabled gal. That's Erin Fernandez's page. She's the host of The Vegan Possibility, today's podcast. You want to go over there and check out Erin's page. There's people over there chatting and asking questions and talking and making friends over there. And over there, they're talking about veganism and vegetarians, and they're talking about everything that you hear on the Vegan Possibility show here. Plus, they're talking about disabilities. Plus, they're making friends. And plus, they all go back and forth between the Living with a Disability page. So we're one big happy family. So go over there, check out both pages, join both pages, make friends. What does it hurt? You know, what's good about it is when you go to one of our pages, you don't have to go anywhere else on the web. Everything is right there. Check it out. Just go over there, check them all out. Anyway, how you feeling today, my friends? You feeling good? You feeling strong? You feeling better than you did yesterday? Excellent. You can't ask for better than that, right? Taking your meds the way you're supposed to? You go into therapy? Are you doing your doctor's visits virtually still? Excellent. Excellent. You got to admit, that's much better than getting in the car, getting on public transportation, traveling halfway across town to go to a doctor for 5 minutes, see the doctor in his office for 5 minutes. It took you a half hour to get there. And then travel a half hour back. I'd rather go to my dining room table, sit down, look at my phone, go, yes, doc, I'm still feeling like crap, but I'm feeling a little bit better than I did yesterday. And he says, okay, I'll send in your prescription now to the drugstore, pick it up. It's better to do that and sit at the dining room table in my pajamas or my shorts or something than to have to get dressed. Like I said, drive a half hour across town, sit in his waiting room for 10-15 minutes, see the doctor for 5, then get on public transportation or get in my car and drive a half hour back home. Look at the money you save on gas. Look at the time you save. It's a win-win situation, as virtual doctor's visits. Anyhow, we have got a good one for you today. Erin and I have this conversation about the pluses and the minuses of a vegan or a vegetarian lifestyle. Now, the minuses aren't so bad because they're rectifiable. You can fix it. And the pluses are pretty good. So you're going to want to pay attention to this. And the one thing I want to remind you before we even start, we're not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not nutritionalists. We're everyday people just like you. We're giving you information that we find and sharing it. We're sharing our experiences. I'm not a vegan. Erin is a vegan. So sometimes it may seem like we get testy with one another, but believe me, we're not. We're the best of friends, and it's all just us giving out information. We're not enemies. Like I said, we're the best of friends. So don't get upset, but sit back, relax, and I'm going to go find Erin, and we're going to get started here. All right, Erin, where are you? I can't find you.
I'm over here.
Ah, there you are. So how are you today, Erin? What's going
I'm
on?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Excellent. It just kind of we actually got a new couch today.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so that was the big adventure for the day. So,
Very
yeah,
cool. What color?
yeah. A brown, chocolate brown.
Really? Do I have to take my shoes off if I go and lay on it?
Oh, no, no. I don't take my shoes off, so
Oh, good.
I would not make you.
Oh, good. Very nice. Very nice. I have been doing a little checking up on all the stuff you've been telling me
Okay.
and all about these smart animals and everything else. And you know what? I found out that cows aren't as smart as you said they were. I found out the smartest animal in the world is an elephant.
Yes, the elephant.
And now I want a pet elephant.
Oh,
I want to,
I
I want to teach him how to talk.
I actually have an elephant. I adopted or no orphan elephant. Actually, I don't have it obviously here, so that would be crazy. But actually adopted an elephant through the Shelter Wildlife Trust. And I actually gifted my sister-in-law one for her birthday. It's a little baby orphan elephant, and you get weekly, monthly updates, etc. So
Really?
yeah, they're really smart, and it's really amazing the work they do, the conservation work they do. The Shelter Wildlife Trust, not to turn this into a PSA or PSA for sheltering, but they do a lot of good work. So over there.
Are they? Are they on a reservation or are they out in the wild?
I believe I believe it's a reservation. I don't want to misspeak. But I believe it's for a reservation, and they have a bunch of different areas that so they're out in the wild, like they roam like freely, But the babies do come to get a bottle feeding 3 times a day, and they know where to go. They go to the keepers, and even the keepers sleep with them sometimes
Cool.
because it's like they get full on care. It's really amazing. So
I never realized that an elephant was the smartest animal. I've been
yeah, I
checking. Go ahead.
no, I didn't realize that either.
I've
Yeah,
I've been checking up on because you were telling me cows and pigs, and I found out like the five smartest animals in the world. Cows and pigs don't even show up on that roster.
yeah,
Chimpanzees, elephants, dolphins,
yeah,
orangutans, but no cows and pigs.
yeah. Well, pigs are as smart as a toddler, so they're and or they're oftentimes can be smarter than your dog. So that's where, like, I relate it. I wouldn't eat my dog, so why would I eat a pig? Because I love my dog, and I like he's my, my companion. So that's where I I bring it to.
Well, they say pigs can be domesticated.
Yes.
You can make them just like your dog. You can
Yeah.
you can keep. Well, I have a question for you though. I look at your friend's videos, Arthur's Acres.
Yes. Ours is.
I'm not up on pigs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an expert on pigs at all. But what's the difference between the pigs on Arthur's Acres and like say a potbelly pig?
There are potbelly pigs on Arthur's Acres too. They're a little smaller. Not they're still big, but they're a little. The farm pigs can I believe King Carl is something like 900 pounds or 1,000 pounds,
What?
and yeah, he's huge. Was locked in a stable and just used for breeding in this entire life, and so he is partially blind, just because he has never seen daylight. So, but now he's out and he's the sweetest pig in the world. But that's why his name is King Carl. He is huge. So
900 pounds.
yeah, I believe. Don't quote me on that because Todd. We're gonna have Todd on. I believe the 23rd. So will be able to ask him all that
Yeah,
information.
I have questions for him.
Yes. So, but the potbelly pigs are the ones that you keep in the house. I've never really seen a big house, but of course there is Esther, the Wonder Pig. Her owners bought her. She was sold to them as a teacup pig, and she now is huge farm pig.
What
She's
is
huge.
a teacup
Her
pig?
Yeah, there's no such thing as a teacup pig. but people sell it because they're so cute and small, and really they're just little runts, underweight piglets or starved piglets, or like babies that are legit like a day or two old, and they sell them as teacup piglets, and there's no thing as that, but of course people want to make money, so. But then when the pig grows and grows and grows, then the owners can't take care of them, because who can have a big pig in their house, so then they end up having to rehome them, or give them to an animal rescue, hopefully, or if give them to an animal sanctuary. But
People
that's
people actually think that there's such a thing as a teacup pig.
yep, yep. Are people
I'm
are
not laughing at them,
yeah,
but it's just a little bit odd. Like
yeah.
I've heard of teacup chihuahuas.
Yep, they believe in, and that's huge misinformation, because for a while there, pigs were all the rave to have. Oh, I want to have a pig as a pet and things like that, and that's fine, but it's a lifetime commitment. It's a 20-year commitment at least. So if you're not willing to do that, or if you're just going to give it away when it gets too big, or if it
I
just
couldn't
yeah,
understand that anyway. Even with a
yeah,
dog, I don't understand.
yeah,
I don't understand people that they get a dog, it's a puppy, and then
yeah,
when it gets to be like 12 years old, it's not a puppy anymore,
yeah,
and then they
they give
just
it
give it
away.
away. I can't understand any pet.
Yeah,
I don't care whether it's a puppy, a pig, a
yeah,
giraffe.
yeah,
Why do you take a pet into your home? If you're going to take a pet into your home, you make it part of your family.
yes,
I
yes,
don't care. It could be a lizard for all I care.
yeah,
Why do you get rid of it when it gets to be too old? I don't understand that for the
yeah.
life of me. Never did. I could never understand that. If you're taking it into your home, you're making it part of your family. The end.
Yes, completely agree with you. Like we have our old main dog, Toby. He's 17 years old, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 16, and he's partially blind. He's been sundowning, and it's dementia, and he's been peeing on the house sometimes. But actually in an upswing now. But we've never once thought of getting rid of him.
No, he
It's like, yeah, we love him. It's like he's our little dude. He's our
right.
little
He's your
baby,
boy.
Yeah.
That's I have
So,
I have Casey, my little girl.
yeah,
She's 15 and she's got cataracts and she can hardly see
yeah.
and she's got arthritis. But there's no way I'm getting rid of her
Yes, yeah,
unless she's in too much pain. Then it's a different story. But I'm not going to take it to the pound.
yes,
That's she's with us. She's
yeah.
diabetic. My wife checks her sugar every day, twice a day, and gives her
Oh,
insulin shots.
oh wow.
You know, that's that's our little baby.
Yeah,
I have another dog that's an amputee,
yeah,
and I have a cat. These are our kids, our fur
yeah,
kids,
yes, yeah. For
and
babies. Yeah,
fur babies. That's the word I was
yeah,
looking for.
yeah,
And there's no way they're going anywhere.
yeah,
I can't understand these people. I see ads on Facebook all the time that
yeah. It's
people just left because I couldn't take them with us, so we left them in the house.
yeah, it's
Oh,
infuriating.
I want to get them. I want to get those people, and I want to lock them in a house
Yes,
without their legs or their arms. Oh,
yes,
that bothers me.
yeah,
But anyhow, so the elephant is the smartest animal. Now,
yeah.
I have another question about pigs. What about guinea pigs? Are they really pigs or are they rodents?
I honestly, I don't know. That's a good question. Because I've often wondered that myself. Because when I've been looking on Facebook, I type in like pig groups or something like that, and it shows me guinea pig groups.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I honestly I don't know. I don't. I think that they're more of like a hamster, like rodent, a ferret rodent family. But
I,
that's maybe a good question we can ask Todd. He
yeah,
may laugh at us because but that's a good question.
they always look like a fat hamster to me.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like
I think they were like a big
a
hamster.
hamster with an eating problem.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, I am gonna. I'm writing that down now for Todd.
Yeah.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pigs.
What is it?
What are they?
But yeah, I was surprised. I was looking for cows and pigs on this list, and everywhere I looked, they didn't make the top 5.
Oh, I was just gonna say, well, just because like intelligence level, like they're still sentient beings. Like just because we should look and care after the least intelligent, the least educated, in the society. So do we like down old people with Alzheimer's just because they don't know any better, or do we are we evil to handicap people, or mentally challenged? Do we so intelligence level shouldn't clarify sentient.
I didn't say that.
Oh no, I know I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying
No, I
like
was just looking because when Greg was on, No Egg Greg,
yes,
he was telling me that pigs were the equivalent of a 4-year-old, and I can't find that anywhere. The closest I came was that you can train them to be the equivalent of an 18-month-old.
yeah, and I know that everything I've looked at made they said toddler, so maybe
Maybe
just
that's what they
yeah,
meant.
he just meant a toddler,
Well,
and
the way
I don't
Greg
think Noah Greg has children, so he doesn't know what a toddler's age is. So
no, the way Greg was going, if you let him go any further, he'd be telling you they'd be 14 or 15. But no, I'm only kidding. I like Greg. But no, I was looking for somewhere where it said that the pig was the equivalent of a 4-year-old, and I couldn't find that anywhere.
yeah,
And then I figured, well, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. So I was Googling it, and I just couldn't find it. I found on
yeah,
BBC that you can train them to be the equivalent of like an 18-month-old.
yes, yeah,
But you can train any animal, domesticated animal. You could train a dog to be the equivalent of an 18-month-old. And
yeah,
what they were doing, they were putting balls into holes, like a golf ball into a golf cup, a soccer ball into a soccer net, stuff like that.
yeah,
I mean, it's still impressive. I'm not saying it's not impressive.
yeah,
It's still impressive when you can get an animal to do those things. I thought it was.
yes, yeah.
But like I said, the elephant, I never even thought of an elephant as being the smartest animal in the world. I used to think the dolphin was.
Yes, I said, yeah, I always thought the dolphin was too.
But also, and I'll get off this subject in a minute, but I also found out something. I was down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina,
Yeah,
a few years back, and I went out on this dolphin watching boat. And I found out that dolphins aren't the happy little creatures that TV makes them out to be. There was this big sign on the boat that says, keep your hands in the boat. Don't try to play with the dolphins or don't try to pet them because they'll eat your fingers off.
oh, they probably think it's a treat or something.
No, dolphins are actually. I grew up as a kid watching Flipper. Remember that?
Yes,
And Bud and his brother, they were jumping in the water, swimming with Flipper, and that's how I thought all dolphins were. To be honest,
yeah,
when I was a kid, and when we were on a dolphin watching, and to see these pictures that they show you on the boat, dolphins attack.
wow.
I didn't
I,
know that.
no, I didn't know that either.
They're
I,
they're
I
they're dangerous fish. Actually, there's some you always hear some story of heroic things that dolphins do, but dolphins will attack you. I didn't know that.
no, I didn't know that either.
And they showed pictures of people that were on the boat that actually had gouges taken out of their leg.
Wow.
Yeah, but I always thought dolphins were like the smartest animal there was, and
Yeah.
most friendly to human beings. Nah.
Well, maybe they're smart. That's where they're biting us.
Yeah,
So
it could be too.
you guys suck. So
Yeah, really. You guys don't belong in my water. But whales are friendlier than dolphins.
Mm.
Anyhow, the other thing that I've been looking at is the vegetarian diets. I've heard a lot. People have told me that, they've told me a lot of things lately. But I started looking online at the diets themselves. And there's some upsides, but there are also some downsides to the vegan diets. And not terrible things, not things that you'd say, oh no, don't ever do a vegan diet. But there are some downsides to it. And I was thinking of you. I went on WebMD, and I was thinking of you when I seen the first thing on it. That's why I called you earlier to ask you about this. But
yeah,
there's a stroke risk from
yeah.
eating the vegetarian vegan diet.
I don't know anything about that. I've never seen, and then I know that WebMD you can put in that you have the sniffles, and it'd be like, oh, your like arm is gonna fall off. So I'd have to do a little more research. on that. But I know that I had my stroke. I was not a vegan when I had my stroke. When I had both of them, so I was in my stroke was purely from an eating disorder and from a lack of potassium, like vitamin deficiency. So that's what my stroke is from.
Well, like we were saying before, WebMD is not the be all and end all.
Yes, yeah,
It's a good starting point, something that gives
yeah,
you like something to give that gives you the oomph to look further into it. I like
yes,
I like WebMD because they speak in English.
yes,
You know, they don't speak in doctor terms.
yes,
And what they said though about the stroke risk, there was a British researchers that followed more than 48,000 men and women with no history of heart disease or stroke for more than 18 years. Vegetarians had a 13% lower risk of heart disease, which is a good thing, than
yeah,
meat eaters. But they also had a 20% higher rate of stroke than meat eaters. That
yeah.
translated to 3 more strokes for every 1,000 people over 10 years.
Yeah.
That's something that you have to really look into. You know,
Yeah, I'll have to look into that as well. Maybe they all had potassium deficiencies as well.
well, it doesn't say. They said they had no history of it
Yeah,
to begin with, and it's just something. You know, I'm not saying that if you eat a vegan diet, you're going to have a stroke.
yeah,
I'm not saying that at all, but it's just something that you should be aware of
yeah.
that there's a possibility of it.
Whenever you eat a vegan diet, you have to take supplements, no matter what you do. You B12, there's certain properties that are found in fish. There's a vegan supplement for that. There's supplements for everything, and most vegans that I know, I take supplements as well. Take B12, biotin, all that stuff. I'm not even sure what I take. I take a little handful of stuff. But it's definitely you take a lot of stuff to supplement, and then with the food, eat leafy greens, etc. So I think everyone should be taking supplements. And contrary to like myth, people think it's expensive tea, but it's really not. Supplements actually do. There is some supplements I'm sure that are not validated, like these like crazy. Oh, well, it make you lose weight or lose
Oh
20
yeah.
pounds, whatever. But I believe in vitamins, and there's truth to vitamins. There's truth to food. There's truth to vitamins through vegetables and food and nutrients and things like that. So
Well, here's another one. It's for brain health. And this is interesting. Another expert wrote that the trend towards vegetarian diets may lead to choline crisis. Choline is a nutrient that's important for the brain health and other functions. It's found in meat and poultry, and the body can't make all the humans need.
yeah,
Vegetarian diets are definitely lower in choline. Eating a few eggs a week can really help boost intake for those who include eggs in what they eat. Vegetarians should consider a supplement, especially women of childbearing age. The
yes,
supplement should be USP certified.
yeah. Like I say, you can take supplements for
Right.
everything.
There's a supplement for that, but that's
Yeah.
something, especially a woman that's of childbearing age.
Yes.
You know, and choline, I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, I know I don't need it either.
it's something in the brain, so it's important, I guess.
Yeah.
Something else to look up. And now here's something, and I'm sure men and women alike would be worried about it, is hair loss.
Yeah. I being having my eating disorder background, I've only suffered that when I had my eating disorder. My hair actually started growing back when I became vegan, things like that. Now my hair is probably I have thin hair, but my hair and skin is probably the best it's ever been.
The hair loss is because of lack of iron, so you'd need an iron supplement.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
The other thing too is mood problems. Again, with supplements. And this is especially problematic with women who gave birth and are on a
Yeah. Could be.
vegetarian or vegan diet.
Yeah. That could be from like what to say, postpartum depression.
Right,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah.
That's
So and I find that vegans and vegetarians tend to be more sensitive people because we care. So that's why we are drawn more to this lifestyle. So because we are passionate and we feel we're very empathetic and we can feel almost what the animals feel. And not I'm not saying we're some mystical wizards and things like that, but we can I'll be honest with you, I lie awake at night sometimes and I don't cry like a boohoo cry, but I'll get a little teary eyed because I'm thinking while I'm sleeping, how many 10,000 animals or pigs or chickens were probably slaughtered while I was sleeping. And I'm here safely in my bed and just sleeping away. And while they are facing the worst moment of their lives, and so it wears on you, so it's not to say we're a depressed bunch, but I think, again, everyone in this world, like everyone's on something, some type of medication. There's not so many people whom are not on anything at all, enhancements, whether it be drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, and I just think we're a more sensitive people, and that's how and why we choose this lifestyle. And granted, that's not to say that the biggest, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a vegan. I don't see him as being a softie, but he has compassion, So
Arnold Schwarzenegger's a vegan.
yeah, he is a vegan. Yep, he is a vegan.
What about
There's
Lou
lots.
Ferrigno?
Uh, I don't know about Lou Ferrigno, but I know Arnold Schwarzenegger. And there's lots of famous vegans, lots of famous vegan bodybuilders, lots of famous vegan athletes. I know Justin Fields, who this is football. Jamie loves football, and so I remember that name. And he's a vegan, so
Hmm,
he's a vegan or plant based. So
interesting. I never
yeah,
knew that about Schwarzenegger.
yeah,
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm negative, too. Those are just things I wanted to bring out so people are aware of them.
yeah.
There are lots of benefits to a meatless lifestyle.
Yeah. There's lots of it. For me, one thing is the easiest, simplest thing one person can do that makes a huge difference. Is by not consuming something. I picture it this way: like when I see commercials for KFC or Pappuccinos, whatever on TV, I don't see pizza. I see the dead animals. I see chickens that it took to make that. I see the cow that was raped and the mother that was her baby was taken away. And I see that. When I watch commercials, I don't see the food. I just see the torture.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I no matter and I and it's strange. I even was talking about with Jamie the other day. Is that I never thought I would be like this. Like I never thought that I would be like one of those vegans. So, but I am. I am. I see the pus. I see the pus and the milk and things like that. I don't see goodness. I don't see yum. That doesn't make me hungry at all.
You must
And
be
same thing.
you must be a pip during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, well, actually, they actually had two vegan commercials during the Super Bowl, which was kind of exciting. But yeah, it's just like I see things in a totally. It's not that I see different things. I see things in a totally different manner, and I think that's why sometimes vegans get a bad rap because we see things so differently. And I'll be honest, I don't understand why, Jimmy, you don't see the same thing. Why you love your dog, but yet you will eat a ham sandwich or something. Because to me, there's no difference. And that not trying to attack you, but to me, there's no difference. It's like I won't like we all believe animal cruelty is wrong, and we so how do you humanely kill an animal that doesn't want to die and that doesn't need to die? It's not a necessity anymore. Like back in the day, yes, maybe it was necessity because we had to eat you know and there was scarcity of food, but it's not a necessity anymore. So why do it if it's not necessity and it's killing us by our health and things like that and the world, the environment? Just this morning I was reading an article and how if in the next 10 years we don't make a significant change, global warming is impending doom. And we are going to have all these wildfires that we've had, all the extreme weather temperatures, how it's been so muggy. I live in Massachusetts, in New England. It's been so muggy. It's been unbearable. You can't even go outside. I have been outside legit. I love tanning, and I'll be honest. I know it's bad for me, but I'm a product of the 90s. I put my suntan lotion on, I put my SPF on, and I go lay out. I've only laid out once this summer because it's been so bad. It's been the heat intolerance and the it's been what is that they when they say the heat expenditure, what heat, I don't know what the word is. I'm losing my thoughts. Well, whatever. It's been bad to go out there to be so eloquently said, so but it is it's just, and it's so it's happening. I'm seeing it happen, so it's like, and I feel bad for, I don't have any children, but I feel bad for Jamie's son, and because Jason, he's obviously gonna get married one day, and hopefully, we'll see, you know and then, but what are his kids gonna have to, if we don't change now, what's gonna happen to the world? And you know, I just feel like everything is so much, and we can do one simple thing is by stopping consuming meat and dairy products, or not. Let's say, okay, you're never gonna stop. Lessen it, at least lessen it. If the minimum you can do is lessen it, then do that. Because it's like we are killing ourselves and killing the world.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How, and I'm not being funny, how is stopping consuming meat gonna lessen global warming?
These CO2 emissions, the carbon emissions, that's the global warming, is greenhouse gases. That's what that the factory farming industry makes, I believe, something like 84% of the carbon emissions.
Where is
And
the where is the carbon?
it goes,
w-
oh, sorry, it goes into the air.
But where is the carbon emissions coming from by consuming meat?
It's the production of it. It's the production. It's the cows, and the cows using the cows, the landfill, the waste. It's all that. Like, I'm not. I know, I know it's from the carbon emissions. I'm not educated fully on that, like, topic, but once I find a paperwork, I find like documents that would back me up, I could share that with you all. But
Okay.
it is, it's a fact that 84% or more of the carbon emissions comes from the factory farming industry, and then the other comes from fossil fuels. And so, do you realize that there is only 30% of the land is actually usable in the world? We have destroyed all 70% of the land. It's through deforestation, through it's a cow grazing land, or animal feed land. We could feed so much more individuals if we actually just use the grain for us, and then made vegan food and stuff like that, and then we can start re-enriching the land, and like, having the land get back to normal, or get back to what it's supposed to be.
All right, but then again, I'm not being facetious or anything like that. So we stop killing cows.
It would be a gradual stop.
Oh, all
We
right,
wouldn't stop all at once. It would be like one day, oh, okay, we're not going to kill any cows. It would be a gradual shift.
all right,
And
but
as it, sorry,
we end up stopping.
yeah,
Now the cows are multiplying.
but there wouldn't be many cows left. There would be only some in sanctuaries. There would be not, these cows are not so genetically modified. They're not natural anymore.
No, they're not.
So there would be no more cows. It is more humane and more ethical to let a species die out, than to torture, gas, and cut them, murder them. It'd be more humane to not exist. And that, because they're like a freak of nature. Like the chickens that we have nowadays, the broiler hens,
Hmm.
they're not natural hens. They can't even walk around anymore. They legs can't hold their weight, and they often have so many eggs that eggs get stuck in their ducts, and they have like four to five eggs stuck in there. Like, it's almost like impacted bowels, but it's an impacted ducts, egg system, and it's horrible, and they die from that. So because they're bred to breed so many eggs, and so it's just unnatural. There's nothing natural about the factory farming industry, and there's nothing logical about it. Nothing. Yeah, it's just, there's nothing logical. There's nothing humane as well too.
I'm like I said, I'm asking out of curiosity at this point.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
not
yeah, yeah.
I'm not looking to start an argument.
Oh yeah, no, no, yeah. Just
Yeah.
that's great, because granted, I'm telling you what I know, what I've read, and what I've educated myself on. And
Hmm.
granted, too, I will say if I don't know something, I
Right.
hope I say I don't know, but this is just what research I've done, and that I know to be true. So, but Not to say someone could come in and be like, oh, this is magical place that I don't think it's so, but
But anyway, let me just get back to the benefits
yeah,
of the meatless lifestyle. And this interests me is heart health.
yes,
In one recent report, vegetarian and Mediterranean plans were linked with better heart health,
yes,
which surprises me because
yes,
usually stroke and heart health go hand in hand.
yeah,
You know, anytime you hear something's not heart healthy, you also hear can
yeah,
cause a stroke. But here it's split where the vegan and vegetarian diets are
yeah,
heart healthy, but they can cause strokes. I
yeah,
don't understand it, but that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Also, the vegan and vegetarian diets can help avoiding type 2 diabetes,
yes, yes,
which I wish I would have known about years ago.
yes, yes. Well, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late.
Yeah, this is true. This
Yeah,
is true.
you can, just, maybe try vegetarian and then slowly, but I just want to make sure because there's the difference between a vegetarian and vegan, and we know that vegetarians can still consume dairy and eggs and things like that, and vegans don't consume anything because the dairy industry is horrible, as well as the chicken industry. Like the ground out the chicks alive, like the male chicks, they macerate them alive because they're not worth anything to them, or they suffocate them in a like big bag or bin and things like that. And the dairy industry, of course, they steal away the babies from the mother cows at birth, and they artificially inseminate them, over and over, and then they kill them when they can't no longer stand up. They send to slaughter. So it's like totally a using system. We use these animals for our own benefit.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen chickens in the wild?
Yeah, yeah, not chickens in the wild, but I've seen my caretaker had chickens, so I saw them at her house, but I've not seen like I don't think they exist in the wild, and that
Uh,
would be the same thing as
cows.
cows. Yeah, it'd be because it'd be more humane and ethical to let them down, like let them go extinct, than to continue. And what we're doing is we're causing all these greenhouse gas emissions by continuing this practice, so which were in turn ruining our destroying our environment. And so it just makes no logical sense. I keep going back to that. And so we're doing something and we're so concerned about the environment, but yet we're like it's like the Cassandra effect. Have you ever heard of that? The Cassandra is from like a Greek mythology where Cassandra knows but it's gonna happen. She knows the truth, but she can't stop it from happening. It's like because she just believed to be a liar.
Right.
So yeah, so like I'm sure I'm getting that wrong, but
No,
been a while.
I think you got it
Yeah,
right.
it's been a while since I've been in eighth grade Greek mythology class. So yeah, so it's yeah, so
I'm still reading. I'm reading this as you're talking. I'm impressed about the diabetes. That's a
yeah,
big concern of mine, actually.
yeah. No, you may want to try it. Do, do the 21-day challenge and see if it
Hey,
give it a whirl.
hey.
Give it a whirl. And what's 21 days? And you can go back to eating your ho hos and ding dongs and
I,
things
I
after that.
I don't eat ho hos and ding
Yeah,
dongs.
yeah.
uh,
But just
Here's something else though, and this I'm sure you know about. It says caution: don't be a junk food vegetarian.
yes, yes. There's many junk food vegans and vegetarians, which like potato chips is vegan and vegetarian. But if you eat a bag of potato chips every day, that's not a lot of nutrients. Or the Impossible Burger or Beyond Burger, it's excellent.
And
And it really tastes great. Recently Jamie had the Impossible Burger, and he says hands down it is the best tasting burger in vegan burger out there. So I have not tried it yet, so I'll have to try it. But it is again, it's processed. So when you do go vegan slash vegetarian, you want to eat a lot of whole food, grains, legumes, vegetables, like real vegetables, real. But you can do like frozen veggies, so in a pinch and things like that. So it doesn't have to be. You don't have to have a huge garden in your backyard or anything like that. But it's obviously you want to eat more natural stuff. Just like eating junk food is not good for you all the time. Like if I ate Kit Kats all day long, or M&Ms or potato chips, that would not be good. So
Right. And now, what's this about? It says if you eat vegan diet, if you eat vegan diet, but you eat a lot of French fries, refined carbs like white bread, white rice.
yep, you gain weight.
Right. I didn't realize there was carbs
Yep.
in the vegan diet.
Yes. There's tons of carbs in the vegan diet. Not tons of carbs, but one of my friends was on keto and she was thinking of going vegan or vegetarian. But she was on keto and losing a lot of weight from it. So, and she said right now is not the time for her. What she was doing was working for her body, her health,
Right.
which everyone has to do what works for you. And because there are carbs in the vegan diet, so but there's no cholesterol. Maybe there's some fat in some of the vegan cheeses, but you've got to be eating a lot of vegan cheese if you're having like high cholesterol from saturated fat and the vegan cheeses. So
What about
you're gonna be
what about the French fries
French fries. I'm sure the cholesterol. Yeah, there'd be
from
cholesterol and fat in
the
there.
oils?
Anything fried food. Yeah,
Yeah.
any fried food from the oil. Yeah, like anything else. And like if I ate fried vegetables every day, that wouldn't be so good for me.
And now it also says that they're emphasizing fruits and vegetables, not fruit juice, but whole food.
Yes, yeah. Eat it from the source. So
So
because fruit juice tends to be sweetened and artificially sweetened, and etc.
what
And
about
have
you?
lots of sugars in it.
What about using a juicer?
Oh yeah, you're not gonna juice that. We were on a juicing phase for a little while. That's how we started our vegan journey. Is 4 years ago we started juicing, and then we watched some documentaries, and then we decided to go vegan overnight. So I like the juicing. Jamie did not like it at all. So I was cool with it. But I don't think we drank enough juice. We only drinking one juice like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Hmm.
So, and I think we should be drinking like six juices, so maybe we're not juicing enough. So, but
I kind of like the idea of juicing,
yeah,
to be
it was
honest.
good. Yeah,
It's kind of like a chemistry set.
yeah,
You
it's
can mix
cool.
it up.
It is cool, and you can use the remnants depending on what you have. You make carrot juice or something. You
Oh,
can use the
no,
remnants to make
no, no, no,
I know carrots and peas for you,
no,
but
no, no,
you can use the remnants to make like carrot cake or carrot bread. Like not when you're done
no,
juicing. So
no, no.
yeah,
No
you
carrot,
love this
no carrot
carrots and
cake,
peas.
no carrot cake, no carrot bread, no carrot juice.
I'm gonna send you a big bucket
No,
of carrots and peas in the
no,
mail.
no split pea soup. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. But now, if you want to juice a peach or an apple
Yeah.
or Brussels sprouts,
I've never had that before.
I never have either, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
I love Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts as well too.
That's why I wanted to present that sheet today, because there's good and bad in everything.
Yeah.
There is, and I'm not knocking the vegan lifestyle. I'm not, but you have to like anything that you do, you have to really dig into it. You can't just say one day I'm going to become a vegan. It's the same thing. Like I said in my last podcast on living with a disability, I got up as high as 396 pounds,
Yeah.
and I had to lose it. And
Yeah.
I went to Weight Watchers, and before Weight Watchers would even let me do the program, they said you have to go see a doctor.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I did. I went to go see my doctor. Yeah, and he said, "Yeah, by all means, go on a diet.
Yeah.
You have to go on
Yeah.
a diet." So, but I had to get cleared from my doctor before I did it,
Yeah.
and it worked. It took me actually almost 2 years, and I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down to 240.
Yeah.
But it worked. But you have to really commit to whatever you're doing, and you have
Yeah.
to. Like my doctor said, you have to take. I had to take vitamins. I definitely had to take vitamins, and I had to make sure that it wasn't going to interfere with the medication I was taking.
Yes. Yeah.
Even though it's only a diet and you're cutting out,
Yeah.
food and stuff. Like for a while there, there was days I didn't have to take insulin at all
Oh, wow.
while I was on Weight Watchers. You have to really check with your doctor before you make
Yeah.
any kind of serious change in your routine.
And I agree with you there. Like I agree, you should also check with your doctor. But I'm to say some doctors don't know crap about a vegan lifestyle. Their doctors old school. They tend to be much more about the book. You need meat and dairy, So take your doctor's advice, of course, And granted, this is me saying this. Random girl, don't go take this to the gold, but they don't know everything, so do your own research if it's important to do your own research. And of course, and that too, another thing I would like to say is that the vegan diet for me, yes, I want to make sure I'm healthy. My doctor knows I'm a vegan. My dentist knows I'm vegan. Everyone knows I'm a vegan. But for me, it's about the ethical, compassionate choice. It's like even if someone said to me, my doctor was like, "Oh, you need to eat chicken and one piece of chicken to be healthy, every day." I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. So for me, it's more of like an ethical, humane thing. I just can't do it. Like I'd be grossed out. I don't see a piece of chicken as a piece of chicken anymore. I see it as a living being. It had a past. That was a living being. So like I said, you don't see. It's not like you see something different. You just see things differently.
Aren't you? And again, don't take this the wrong way. But I read a lot of what's on your board and what's a lot of what's on my board
Yeah.
now. And aren't you almost like projecting human emotions onto an animal?
Yeah, but they animals are like they're not humans, but they have the same. They're sentient beings. They have the same capacity to love, fear. They have families. They don't want to die. They want to live like everyone else. I take it as to if an alien race came down right now and took us up in their spaceship and started doing tons of testing and on us, they were gonna eat us. We'd be horrified. We'd be like trying to escape. That's how I think it is for them.
Well,
It is like,
but think about what you just said, and think back to a couple of weeks ago, with my hypothetical question about the desert island, and everyone lost their minds. Now, aren't you just giving a hypothetical about aliens
yeah,
coming
no,
in? So,
yeah, no, I could,
is
I could
everyone
say,
going to lose
yeah,
their
I
mind?
could say, I think like The Walking Dead is a prime example. There's one scene. I'm not sure if you follow The Walking Dead,
I do
but
actually.
I love it. Terminus. You remember
Yes,
Terminus?
exactly.
That's the exact scene I think of, and it was hard. It's hard for me to even watch that scene because it's like so like I relate that to how what the animals feel like. They're gonna slaughter and eat Rick and all of them. So it's and they escaped. They didn't want to be eaten. So they were the Terminus people were the bad guys. So we are the Terminus to them.
Again, though, you're talking hypothetical because that's a TV show, and
But
people
things
lost
like
their
that happens,
mind. People
but
lost their
things like that,
mind when I said a desert island.
but things like that do happen in real life.
They
Like the
do.
fact of it is, it's happening now and it's happening every day all over the world, and no one's doing anything about it. We're sitting idly by, and we are just like, oh, because we don't want to make people uncomfortable. We don't want to we don't want to offend anyone. We are killing living things, and we're killing ourselves in long run because we're getting sick by eating them, eating their secretions, eating their flesh. And it just makes no sense. Why, if there's a better way, why, if there's a non cruel way, we can get all we need from plants and nutrients? I'm not talking about 100 years ago or in the dark ages or
No,
indigenous
I
people.
understand what you're saying, but our bodies are built. Our bodies are made to eat meat.
Oh, yeah? You're made to rip apart an animal with the claws? Do you have claws?
No, but you have canine teeth, and
No,
you have.
your canine teeth are little piddly, like little chiclets compared to other canines. That's not canine teeth. They're made for chewing back and forth, chewing side to side.
And you also
In
have extra long colon. That
extra cone.
colon.
Oh, colon, a colon. Okay.
And you also have an appendix. There's proof out there that your body is made to digest meat.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna totally dispute you on that one.
Okay.
That's no.
I
There's proof out there that your body is not made to eat meat.
okay. I'm willing to be taught. I'm willing to be. I'm just saying these are things that I've been picking up along the way and just reading. I'm just reading about it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that I'm an expert on it. These are
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
things that I'm reading about as I'm going on. I'm learning. I'm
yeah,
just learning. You know, picking up tidbits here and there, and I'm throwing them out to you guys because you guys are the ones that are, coming up with all this information for me. I'm just getting bombarded left and right.
yeah,
So,
yeah. And let me say, I just want to say everything to my people and my friends out there and listeners. Jimmy is a good guy. He asks his questions. It's his job to ask his questions. It's his job to, be the antithesis. Because if not, then we would just be talking, sharing recipes all day. So his job. He's not a big a jerk. He is a carnivore, but we won't let that slide. So, but we joke around. We joke around, and we have a lot of fun together. And nothing is said in a mean spirited. Everything is a genuine question, and it's not just trying to dig at people, because I think so many vegans are so used to all the people asking stupid asinine questions that when you ask a genuine question, they jump down your throat because they think you're trying to, rip them or something.
well, I don't know. I know people are waiting outside the studio with bats. With nails sticking out the other side. I have to hire security. But I think it was pretty good today. We got some questions answered.
Yeah.
We got some information out there to share, which
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm learning as we go along, and I hope other people are learning as we go along. And what we want to do is promote. If you're gonna go this route, we want to promote that you're going safe, and yet
Yes.
you know the facts, and you can still be a vegan and be safe. Look for the supplements. You need the supplements to be safe.
Yes. Yep.
You don't want to lose your hair. You don't want to go
Yeah.
bald. You don't want to run the risk of a stroke. Believe me, I've had 3. Erin's had 2.
Yeah.
They're no
Yep.
fun.
Yep. No fun at all.
They're no fun. It's not a ride at Disney. And you don't want that to happen to you. But there's
Yeah.
benefits to it too. I've had a couple of heart attacks. Erin's had a heart attack.
Yep.
Again, they're no ride at Disney.
Yes.
So
Yep.
the vegan diet is good when it comes to heart attacks. They can help prevent them.
Yes.
So that's something to look into too. But just be safe. If taking a supplement can help you, then take the supplement.
Yes, always take the supplements because that's most important. Because if you're not getting certain foods, you need to supplement it with, and that's the purpose of being the cruelty-free diet is to take a supplement instead of eating the liver or whatever. And like I don't know what it would be, but
Right. And iron. Iron is one of the most important things that you're going to be missing by going on a meatless diet. And that affects your hair, your fingernails, your
Yeah.
skin. So you need an iron supplement. And like Erin's not too happy with the doctor maybe, but you could always talk to your doctor and say, "Look, I'm going vegan.
Yeah.
What could I use to supplement, what I'm missing?"
Yes. Yeah. You have to don't ask your doctor to go vegan. If you make the decision to go vegan or vegetarian, you tell them that's what I want to do that. So how can I do that the healthiest way? And then obviously if there's some severe health risks, they will, obviously let you know. But most doctors, and I firmly believe this, don't have a lot of nutritional information, and they are the food pyramid ways. The dairy meat, the typical. They don't know a lot, but there's some definitely that are very good. So I don't want to speak about all doctors.
Well, nowadays the HMOs go, the
Yeah.
doctor's going to send you to a nutritionalist anyway.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
That's good.
the nutritionalist will definitely tell you what you're going to
Yeah.
need. And
Yeah.
you could always bypass the doctor and go to a nutritionalist on your own.
Yes. Yeah.
And just tell them, "Look, this is what my plans are, and I want to do it the best way I can, the safest way I can."
Yeah.
And be proactive because this is your health.
Yes.
And if you're disabled and you're taking medication, I don't care who you like or don't like, please make sure you check with your doctor.
Yes.
before
Yeah.
you make any kind of lifestyle changes, because your health comes first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't want to hear that you went to eat nuts and berries and ended up in a box.
Oh, nuts and berries.
Nuts and berries.
Nuts and berries.
That's Erin's new name, Nuts and
Yep.
Berries.
Nuts and berries.
But I want to thank you guys for being here today. I really appreciate it. And Erin,
Thank you very much.
it's always a pleasure. Nuts
Thank
and
you.
nuts and berries.
Nuts and berries. Nuts and berries.
And you're going to be hearing more of Erin because she's going to be working her way over into the living with a disability end. So she's going to be all over the place like a bad penny.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Or
No.
or a rock in your shoe.
There you go. There you go. Erin's becoming an intricate part of an apple a day. So just keep an eye out for her. She's skyrocketing. But thank you again. Thank you again for being here with us today. And keep an eye out. We have who's coming up next on this?
Jeffrey. I don't.
Jeff.
I forget his last name. Jeffrey.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeffrey. I call him Jeffrey the vegan. So but he's an amazing individual, and he's done a lot of work. And his story is an amazing one. He's helped a lot of people become vegan. He's helped out a lot of homeless people. And get out of really bad situations, helped out a lot of mentally disabled. He is an amazing individual. And then we have Todd Friedman, Arthur Acres on the 23rd. And I'm super excited for that. So
am I. I got a lot of questions for Todd.
Yeah.
Todd of Arthur Acres. Acres.
Yeah, he's so awesome. He's from Long Island as well. So not as well. I know you're from the Bronx, but New York. So no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
From the Bronx, Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
From all over the place.
All over the place. I'm like a bad penny.
Yeah.
But thanks again, and we will definitely talk to you next Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. I know Erin's looking forward to it.
Yes.
So we'll see you then. Have a great day.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for stopping by today and remind you that A Vegan Possibility can be heard here every Wednesday with your host, Erin Fernandez, and her co-host, me, Jimmy Apple. And I want to remind you, nobody's ever gone blind by looking at things from the bright side. So give it a shot, my friends. Hey, you've been listening to An Apple a Day. I'm your host, Jimmy Apple. We'll see you again next time. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to An Apple a Day with Jimmy Apple, your gateway to a happy, healthy life. Join our community at www.famousapple.com. See you next time.